play a game.
Hello, folks, and I am really sorry. I can't do time clearly. I scheduled this for 7 p.m. thinking I'd scheduled it for 9 p.m. I'm an idiot. That's all I can say. Hello to Flying Southerner, David Smith, Real Lord Vectron, Drummy. So we'll make this happen. What do you want to see? I've been making content for something that's getting announced tomorrow too. So I did a mad run through my PC to make sure I had nothing open from that. Because I don't want to leak anything. Alrighty. You've been planning your London trip flying Southerner. You've even made a train spotting checklist. Excellent. You have to ride the Bakerloo. Everybody needs to get the Crotch and Armpit Express to the trains. All right. First up, there is no new rail journey. There's just the route. Great Western Express. There are no new scenarios. I don't even know if the existing one's changed. Hey, Kapepe. But there is a new timetable. Great Western Express 2017. So if we have a look at the trains that are actually in there, which you can't because once you've selected it, you're screwed. But let's go through the layers. We have GWR Intercity Services. Hello, Alex Toyne. Hello, Real Vectron. I'm a bit quiet, am I? Or is the game just a bit loud? Is the game even sending... Is the game sound even working? Oh yeah, it is. Just the music's really quiet. And I'm quiet. Right. Let me check that. I did actually turn myself down for the other video because I was clipping. But it should be okay. Let's go up a little more. Let's try that. I just want to make sure I don't clip because I was clipping on the video I was recording before and I had to redo it. It was awful. Anyway, let's get on with it. Mix is at 0 dB, so that should be fine. Yep. All right. See how we go. Good. And I can see the game is making noise too. We have Static Diseasels, the GWB BR Class 08 and some Mark 1s and some Mark 2s. You hear the game and me. Network Rail, hello. Alex Toyne, hello. Kabepe, can hear us both. Real Lord Vectron, much better. Good. Flying Southerner says we'll be riding the Bakerloo anyway. Good. Star Wardens, I never knew they based routes on a specific year. Yes, they do. The Circle and Hammersmith uses the Isle of Wight stock. So that's the D70, 74, 78, whatever it is, but it's the 484 from Isle of Wight. Reliveried. West Coast Main Line South, the London Euston Milton Keynes gives you some stuff for the Central Line. The Intercity Summer Services from GWR, so that's this usual GWR stock. And the LU District Line is again the Isle of Wight. We'll see those. The SWT Salisbury Services, Midland Main Line. So that answers the question of the person who asked me on YouTube. Hello, Jumbo Train. D78, thank you, Flying Southerner. It's good to have someone that knows what he's talking about, unlike me. We have the Scotty, and it floats around with Mark 1s and Mark 2s. You'll see it occasionally. It appears and disappears, and you can drive a couple of rail tours. Rail Tour 1938 stock for from the Bakerloo 38. I haven't actually seen this one happen as yet, and I don't think you can select it in the timetable. I think it's AI only. We'll see. We'll try. We'll set it to February and we'll try. GWR Networkers, so the 166 going everywhere. Freight Class 66s, of course it is. What else would it be? We haven't got anything else, so no. Mild May for the London Overground Mild May line. Surprise. You only see that as AI very briefly. Heathrow Airport Connect Services, West Coast Main Line, South London, Euston to Milton Keynes, but it's a new livery on the 350. GWR IET Test Services, so there are some 802 services, not many. There's about 4, 2 shorties and a couple of longer ones, and that's the 802/0. Another Class 66, surprise! The Night Sleeper Services is used by the cars from West Coast Mainline, Preston and Carlisle. I don't think it uses the 86s though, it's just the other ones that you're used to. I will actually be on the West Coast Main Line. What's it called? The Caledonian, when I'm there on my trip. The Parliamentary Train, London Overground Mild Main Line. Never seen it. West London Line, West Coast Main Line, South London, Euston, Milton Keynes. So AI for that one. Class 66s again, surprise. And that's one of the cargo line Pax Military. Class 37, that's the Rail Phoenix one. That one has 2 really short services. GWR HST Rail Tour, not got it yet, because, you know, the HST Farewell Pack has not yet come out. We'll do something with that when it does come out, though. Looking forward to that one. The Cross Country Class 220. Hate it. Runs quite happily on this route. Never seems to be delayed or anything. Totally unrealistic. It never cancelled, never delayed. RHTT Railhead Treatment Train, which is another Class 66 in October and November only. There are some services for that. The Woodham's Phoenix, which is using the Just Trains BR Mark IIs. And I can't remember which loco that uses. But anyway, more 66s, more 66s, more 66s, more 66s. 66s come from bloody everywhere. And Piccadilly. All right. So let's get in there. We've got them all turned on. What do you want to drive? Could I suggest we start with an HST service end to end, just so you can see that, and then we can talk about what you want to see next. The HST will get you a good feel for the route. Or we could do a guard mode on the Intercity. Ooh, Daniel Robert Jowett, hello. Let's do an HST run. One of these. We'll do I'll do a 7 car. Why not? And end-to-end London Paddington to Paynton, which is all the way from London to Reading, 9:58 in the morning. That will at least be awake. All right, light clouds, usual touch of fog, and perhaps a little wind. Let's get going. HST, 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 says people. Yes. And yes, look, conductor mode on the HST. I haven't actually played this yet, so I haven't figured it out. I did figure out the 160. That's probably gone live about now. Should have just gone live, actually, my 166 guard mode tutorial, because it is a little unusual. It's actually kind of fun. I actually had runs with people in them at the start. It's weird. Alrighty. Let me get this set up and we shall take a cruise. I'll have a look around. My thing's actually working. Good. And safety systems, of course, which I will regret at some point. That's fine. Headlights, headlights, headlights. Day headlights and markers. Good. Let's have a look. That's not my train, is it? No, there's my train. It's one of those. Probably the one with white lights on. Neither of them do. Where's my train? I'm confused now. I should have headlamps on. Shouldn't I? Yeah, I should have headlights on now. Let's get out and have a look. I do! Yay! Alright, back inside. It's loud out here. Very loud. Too loud. Too loud for me anyway. I don't know about you guys. I am going to turn this down for my ears because it's too loud for my head. Please let me know if it's too loud for you and I will turn it down. Alright, let's go and have a look at the station. We'll start over here. So one thing you'll notice, it's really bright. Welcome to Todd 4. There will be a side-by-side going live that I've done shortly. Might even be live actually, which actually shows you the difference between Todd 2 and Todd 4. And it's quite striking, I have to say. This is an Island Line 484 representing a D78. So it's good to have a look at. I should probably unlock the doors on my train, shouldn't I? It's left side. We can watch that one leave. Or not. Or shut down. I don't know. Something's leaving. There goes an HST. Let's go and have a look down at the platform level without running into a pole. So coming in here, the lighting in here is so much different. Still can't come up here though, which makes me sad, because it's modelled out there, so why can't we go out there? I want to go out there. I'm spoiled. Where is Paddo the donkey? I think he's over this side. There he is. Paddo the donkey. This is where Paddington Bear would be, but they don't own the copyright, so they've got Paddo the donkey instead. People in a station. People in Paddington walking around. Whoa. Alright, let's get in our train. Let's get out of here. Should probably lock the doors first. Hey, grumpy Englishman. For those of you who know, and for those of you who don't know, you don't know, and that's kind of the way it is. But for those of you who know, Grumpy and I have had a chat.
The next station
and it's all good.
Reading. This is a Great Western.
Well, as good as it's going to get anyway. Taking the brakes off would really help. Yep. We'll just wait for the brakes to pump up. It'll be okay. Slight delay. Slight delay. Audio's good. Levels are good for you, Flying Southerner. Good. Now that the brakes have released, maybe we can actually go. Ah, there it goes. Revving up. Lovely. You will see quite a bit of traffic in the next 35 miles, I am predicting. Less towards the Reading end, as you would expect, but there's plenty to see around this end. Would you prefer an in-cab ride or an out-of-cab ride, so you can see? Maybe an out, yeah? Let's just turn off DSD so it doesn't trip us up, and we will sit outside. Ah, yes, 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 yes. There is haze on the diesels now. Gotta like a bit of haze. Look how bright this is. Dogapotha says awesome graphics. Grumpy says tried to slide back in without any notice. Well, you're welcome back in, mate. Welcome back. Where's my little notepad? Because there are a few things I'm not a fan of, but not many. Not many. I'm just got to find my little notes. I think it was that one. No, not that one. Ah, there it is. Greta emissions. Oh, yes.
How dare you?
Thanks, Greta. We love you, mate. Just got to watch my speed. We're currently grazing my face along the top of another HST. Just watch the speed as we go through here. It's nice seeing an HST in blue. Be lovely if it was branded, but that's not to be. So the things that I've noticed, some of the 47 blue services have a part 2 or a part 3, but there doesn't seem to be the other parts. I'm guessing they're part of some other train, and I haven't found them yet. The 484 shows the correct destinations inside the cab, but not outside. They show Isle of Wight destinations. So you can probably see one of those over here, actually. If we just come back here. What's this one showing? Nothing. Okay, well that's because she's setting up. Let's see if it shows a destination in a moment. Come on, put a destination on before my train crashes into something. You're taking your time. But anyway, it's got the Isle of Wight destinations on it still. The 350-1 in the yellow and orange livery does not support rail driver, but the other ones do. The 484 does not work with rail driver. The 484 headlights are a bit pox at night time. Safety systems are a bit weird. You have to go and turn them on using the cab controls. In the cab, you can't turn them on using the Shift Enter Control Enter shortcuts. It just doesn't turn everything on. What else did we see? That's about it. The service count for the 484s also shows 0, and that's not actually true. But apart from that, I think they've actually done nice. They've done a pretty fair job. Now, for the people who hype themselves up to electrification going all the way to Reading, I am sorry, but that is not what has been done. I know quite a few people hyped themselves up for that, even though it was said quite a few times that that wasn't happening. It seemed to gain momentum, and once something gains momentum in the Ruber factory, it's all over, really. There is more vegetation here and there, but it's hard to put your finger on exactly where, but there's lots of it scattered around. The route does look more lively. There's things like cable drums and pipes and bits of tracks scattered around the place here and there, which is quite nice. Is this the depot that's open at one end now? No, maybe it's not this building. There's one of the depots is open now. You can go in and out of there. And some of the services actually start in there. Oh, it's this one coming up. You can actually get into these yards now. You can go and put trains in there if you want to. You can go walk around in there if you want to. Hey, V for 50. Hello, Mazda. Mazda 787B fan. Is that a rotary? For some reason my head's telling me that's a rotary. So there's lots of stock over there. I do wonder what this is going to do on consoles. I really do. Let's just pop onto the outside cam for a minute. No, it's not that one that's open. I'll show the one over here. One of these big buildings is open. One of the ones with doors is open. Maybe it's going to make a monkey of me and it's not, but you know. Listen to all those diesel engines. There's stuff just everywhere. Here's another train coming that's not mine. We should probably go back to mine in a minute or we'll get tripped up. Bing. Yeah, there's a 350. Back to my train. Hey, Drummy. Yeah, I had heard it's 10 AM for everybody, but I think I did also hear a different time for Steam, but hopefully not. It's a little 66, 660. Ooh, many sixes. If only it was 666. What's this one? Hey, that's the same one. What the? That's the same one. That's like looking at the passengers. There you go. It's got the same number twice. I'll add that to my list. Flying Southerner says, any speculation for the new game? I assume your ambassadors have been told something. Yeah, we know. We have had access to the information for a couple of days to make content that will go live tomorrow. Ah, yes, 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 yes. Ah, stuck in a wall. Look, 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 look. Mixed 166s. I was pretty happy when I saw that. Hey, Gav. I've actually got the day off tomorrow, but I've got a medical appointment in the morning. So, I may stream somewhat tomorrow, we'll see. The other half is here and she has a call-taking job, so we shall see what the sound levels are like. It's not that one that's open either. There is one of these that's bloody open. I've been in it. This is annoying me now. Someone's stealing that car, stealing that train. You can hear the car alarm. Whoop, gratuitous bridge shot. Stand by. Stand by. There we go, and I can do this now. Could not do that in the last week or so that I've had this. We've had this for an unusually long time. We normally only get them a couple of days before things, but I've actually been mucking around with this for the entire week, and I have to say I have been enjoying it. I've already talked through the few issues that I've worked through. Nothing really horrible. So a couple that don't do rail driver, that annoys me, but you know, it's not that bad. Southall is now open, that's the one. Okay, cool, thank you, Mazda. Hawk says mixed, that's a nice touch. Flying Southern said I saw full pumps at the depot with the sheds. I wonder if they work like Cajon Pass. They should. I haven't tried, but they should. Sean Hemmings, are you going to see Flying Scotsman in Birmingham next week? Well, no, because I'm in Australia. I will be in the UK for the entirety of August. I probably won't publish my plans this time round. Last time round I was happy to meet with people. I will probably maybe make a couple of days available because I know people do want to meet. Gav says the medical appointment to check if you're sane. I don't need a medical appointment for that, mate. Not at all. We're probably supposed to slow down here, but whatever. I've got my good lady other half with me, so I don't mind meeting up with people I've never met, but she really doesn't like it, so I'm not going to put her through that. But I'll probably make a couple of days available where I might be on a railway or something like that, and she's not going to be there that day, so I'll make those days available for meetups if people are interested. So I'll tell people more about those days closer to the time, because my plans are contingent on some other things that are happening, so I can't completely plan stuff out just yet. Probably not until about May or so will I actually know the full deal, but I am planning some stuff out now. We will be doing a bit of a circle, starting in London, heading up to Scotland on the Caledonian. We shall wander around Scotland for a week or so, head over to York, and back down to the guts of England, back down near London but not in London, on South Eastern High Speed. I'm sure you can guess where I'm going without me telling you. And then we'll go over into Wales and probably spend the rest of the time meandering around Wales. So it should be fun. Justin says, I feel like you're going to reveal Train Sim World's Heaven tonight. I'd go it was a tad early for Train Sim World 7. I would say that, and I'll guarantee you I do not know about another version of Train Sim World, but given the last few years, I'd say it was pretty much a certainty that we're getting Train Sim World 7 later this year. Sean says, when you come to the UK, go to Dawlish, you can see the trains go past the beach. Dawlish is on my list of things that I would like to do. I would like to ride the Riviera. I'm not 100% certain it's going to be possible. It really depends on how the dates line up. But we'll see. I would definitely like to do that, because I've always liked the Riviera line in TSC. I like the one in Train Sim World. I'd like to see the real one. We're getting into the area now where some of the stanchions have been changed to match reality, so some of them are different. We're getting out of the electrified area. For some of the electrified area, you actually can run, say, an 802 on electric. And once you get out here, you have to switch it into diesel mode. Campepe says there's a fueling scenario. If I remember, I guess it still works. It should do. All the old scenarios should still work. They're meant to. Gaz Photography says if you're insane, they would stamp you saying not valid. Possible. Sean says, have you seen D? I've seen A, B, C, D's, I suppose. Now, little pink and blue HST. Ooh, the blessed quiet of the HST cab. Never thought you'd hear you say that. So what do you think so far of what you're seeing? So even out here in the non-electrified area, we're still seeing quite a bit of traffic. Here comes one now. I have seen the Dawlish webcam, yes. Everything seems to work okay. Like when you move points, they work. The signals seem to be doing the right things. Here's another 166. Spewing out some very Just Trains-like smoke. Bad worker. That close to the track without a flagman. Ooh. Whoever would have thought Slough would look good? Did I say that? Justice says, when do you think Train Sim World 7 will be released? Well, think about when 6 was released, 5 was released, and 4 was released. What month was that? But that's what I'd be betting. If I was a gambling man, I'm not. But if I was a gambling man, I'd be putting money on, you know, September and learning about it in August. Just saying. Just saying. Flying Southerner is a fan of a busy timetable. I understand. I feel kind of lonely when it's not busy. So I do very much share that feeling. Justin wants to know what routes I would like to see in Train Sim World 7. Well, I'd like the Flinders Street to Frankston train with the Melbourne City Loop and the Stony Point extension, including the steel tracks, and I'd like it to go back in time about 15 years when the oil trains ran too. Is that specific enough? Hello, Alpha. I don't think I will see that particular route anytime soon, because it would take probably a third-party developer, probably an Aussie, although you never know. As I did mention, I think I mentioned it to Grumpy, there's a Czech development house building trucks for Australia, so you know, maybe they'll build trains for Australia. I don't know. I would have thought that'd be pretty good. Can we hear the singing rails? Sure. Let's get up ahead. I don't know how far ahead I have to go. I think I can hear them, actually. Let's get up to a point where we can't hear them. Oh yes, announcements. Right, I can't hear anything here, so let's get in beside the tracks here. They're subtle, but it's there. Did you hear that, or do you want me to do it again? Kapepe says, I hope the Xbox X can take this. It is a slight concern to me about the amount of traffic and consoles, but I guess this is still a little bit less busy than BML. So if your console can handle BML, then it'll probably handle this. If it handles West Coast Main Line and there's some blurring, my guess would be that West Coast Main Line level is probably what you're going to experience. Just, you know, it's just a guess, but it's kind of what I think will happen. I do know that there are some fixes on the way which should help address blurring. They're making some changes to one route, and that will get released. I don't know which route it actually is. We haven't been told. They're going to make some changes to one route and release that. Logically, I would hope it was either Brum Crew or West Coast Mainline South, because those two are the most affected. And then they're going to, if that makes a difference and helps resolve the issue, then they'll do it with the other routes as well. Now, my expectation, we haven't been told anything about what they're doing, but my expectation is that they will be reducing the resolution of textures throughout the route. I would hope that things very close to the track probably don't change, but if you're flying up, looking at stuff that's in the distance up here, none of this stuff needs to be at the resolution that it actually is at. This could all be a much lower resolution this far away, because, you know, what are you doing coming over here? I mean, who really cares? The idea is to give you the impression of a live railway landscape. And you can't even see most of it from the tracks most of the time. So we don't need anything that's not fuzzy away from the track. And I think that'll help. Justin wants to know what UK route I would want. I'd like a route that I don't think would be very popular. And that's the... What am I wearing today? Aha! The Talathin! Look at that! What a coincidence! I would love to have the Talathin in the game. I don't think it would be all that popular because they run like 4 trains a day. But I'd like it because I've fired on it. I have wielded the shovel on that train, so I would really enjoy it. It's also a beautiful bit of countryside, which I think the system could probably handle fairly well. Hawk says 7 different locos, a lot of rolling stock, a multitude of different stations. Yeah, that ain't happening. Well, you never know. Camp Pepe, no Swedish either, I guess. Ah, who knows, mate? Who knows? Who really knows? We do have Rivet, who like a bit of Alps action. You never know. Never know. Gab says, I was out today and I heard singing rails very prominent, especially how loud they are. Yeah, they can be. Depends on the kind of track. Alpha says this is non-stop service. Yeah, straight to Reading. We're almost there. And then we'll do a stopper after that. I assume you'd like a stopper. Have a think about it. You've got about 5 minutes. Camp Pepe says, so far it crashes in 802 scenarios and power change reaching crew. Well, that's not great. If I keep scratching myself, by the way, I've had a massive eczema breakout. I think, it's clearly an allergy. Here comes my little guardian angel who goes, stop scratching, you dickhead.
I only thought the word dickhead, I didn't say it.
There you go. Did you hear that? She only thought you dickhead. She's going to settle down and play some Warcraft, probably. That's her thing. She completely doesn't understand why I run train simulators, and I completely don't understand Warcraft, so, you know, we're a good match. Good set. It's 2026, isn't it? I just thought of something. It's scary. It's our 35th wedding anniversary.
I bought you a really good present. Where's my present?
I'm paying for the rest of it.
I bet you I'm paying more.
Probably. Alrighty. Catching up. Flying Southerner says, oh yeah, the water company finally lifted the hosepipe ban in your area. I've had a hosepipe ban over Christmas and January. We're expecting water restrictions from next year throughout Melbourne. So, I know the feeling, mate. Time to start slowing down for Reading. So you can see there's less traffic out here, but there's oh so much more than there used to be. Gab says it was Southeastern High Speed they're doing the test on. Okay. Did Matt say it in his stream the other day, the 5-hour stream? That was relatively impressive, that. That was quite a Matt stream. I haven't finished watching it all yet because I actually had to go to work partway through it. So I need to watch the rest of that. Because Matt does often let things slip just a little. And most of the time people don't even notice. And I go, hang on, that's new. Groovy174, this is Train Sim World 6. We are on the recently remastered, releasing tomorrow morning for everybody, I believe, Great Western Express. And we're currently arriving into Reading. Daniel Robert Towers having a giggle, so is Alpha. Justin says, I want SWR trains in Train Sim World 7. I don't think they've got the SWR license, but you never know. You know, if they want it badly enough. I mean, they've got some licenses they haven't even used. For whatever reason. I know someone suggested on Matt's stream the one that goes to Sheringham in North Norfolk, and I was thinking, that's not a bad run, because it actually you go in one way and then it changes ends and goes out the other way, but goes on a different track. It's kind of a cool run. It's a bit unusual. It's not the busiest one, though. So I don't know that would actually happen as we arrive into Reading, which no longer looks dark and dingy. Pepe says better sound on the 43. I think the sounds have changed. They don't have that lumpy loop in the horn anymore. That's where you come into Reading a little too slow. Drummy says hello. So does the Flying Southerner. Gav says, oh no. Alpha, yeah, I think the sounds are actually different on the 43. Hawk says, not like Pick has a 24 billion plant for water restrictions. Yeah, but it only supplies half the city, Hawks. There's no way to get that water to the western suburbs. There is talk of building another one out Geelong way for providing water for Geelong, the Barwon, out towards Melton, Ballarat, and into the western suburbs. Campepe says minus 22. Well, here, ironically, I think it was 22 today. Plus 22. Gab says, lucky Harry didn't hear about Matt's 5-hour stream. Oh, I'm sure she has. Ah. Look at those beautiful smoky 166s. What do you think, Greta?
How dare you?
Well, it's clear what she thinks. Daniel says there's working escalators now at Reading. As in real life. Alpha, do we not have overhead line equipment? No, we do not have overhead at Reading. And I'm trying to avoid spatting here. I think we'll be okay. I have a good feeling about this. It's going to be fine. Go on, roll up the HST mark. Or don't. See if I care. Alright, let's... we'll tie this one down and we will return to free roam, go for a walk around Reading and go for a bit of a fly. In fact, while it's unloading, why don't we go for a bit of a fly now? Whee! So there's a yard up here, which by TSW standards is chock-a-block because there's one thing in it. I have had trains start in here, and I've had trains start... where's the signal? Must be back here. I've had trains start back here somewhere, where there's a signal facing back that way. Is this shed open? No, that one's not open. So the bit of traffic comes up around here as well, which you'll see, but only AI stuff. But some of the player trains do start. Some of the 66 stuff starts around here. I tried to do a 66 side by side and I couldn't because they actually went via a different route. It was kind of annoying. But back into Reading. I have been to Reading, but I can't say I remember a lot about it because I didn't actually get out of the train. It was only here for a couple of minutes, so I didn't have time. Let's return to free roam. And let's get out of the train before we get kidnapped. Let's go for a walk. So those escalators are out of service. Newspapers? What century are you from? Have you not heard of the internet? What do we got? Jelly sweets, jelly frogs, jelly turtles. Ooh, I'd like me some jelly turtles, thank you. Does it work? No. Is that too much to expect? Yep. What do we got over here? The Liquid Bean Cafe. With an NPC standing inside. Ready to serve your every need. What do they say? Coffee. Looks like almost like Half-Life coffee. And are they bottles of juice or little dildos? I think they're bottles of juice. Dildos would be hard to explain, wouldn't they? Ooh. Ha! They work. I didn't actually try these. Sad, aren't I? Capepe says this was the newbie spad area. Daniel Robert Jowett says as in the game. Capepe says I followed the whole 5-hour stream. Yes, that Greta. Hawk says the thing barely runs as it is and there was a plan to fix that. So where would it go, do you think? Cardiff, West Cornwall, the Riviera. Okay. Suppose. Can't go outside. Rainbow bikes. This. They gave up. The algorithm got the better of them. What happens if you go up a down escalator? Violence. At least it doesn't crash. That's a good thing. We'd better find ourselves a train heading back towards London, hadn't we? There's a PIS. That's one. London Paddington at 10:33. Calling it London Paddington. So we want one that's a bit of a stopper though, don't we? No, neither of those two is. Oxford. Well, that's going the other way. London Paddo. London Paddo. Here's a bit of a stopper. 10:48. Oh, that's a little while. Oh, that one's a stopper too. Is that 10:33? Is that leaving now? Oh no! Run, 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 run. 10:33. No! Come back! Come back! Come back! Come back! Come back! Hey! I love the trains that you can open the doors on when you're moving. G'day. Yeah, I just came from nowhere. We should go take this over. I can't guard it because I didn't come in here as a guard. Star Trek doors. I hope it's only one set. Yay! Mate, you're in my chair. Get out. Get out. Go on, out. Jump. Come on. Fine. We'll wait till you stop and then we'll steal it. Come on. Sigh. Sigh. Flying Southerner wants to know if the two NPCs are barriers for having fun. Shreve says I was modding and struggling to keep up with the chat, so I didn't get to actually watch much. The chat was pretty quick, wasn't it? But they're fairly well behaved, I have to say, from the ones I saw. I can't see that much of the chat when I'm watching on my phone anyway. It's a bit hard to mod when you're on your phone. Usually when I'm serious about it, I get up and come down and crank this PC up. The oyster pads are interactive. Train Chase Randy says, Paul, long day, first day at the railway ACAD in the city. I have a dumb question. If the person owns the route in-game, do they have access to the new trains or need to buy those routes as well? The trains layer in from other routes, so if you have the routes that the trains are from, you can use them. If not, you will have to purchase those ones. They're this time of year, and it's Festival of Rails, so Festival of Rail each year there has been a Steam sale. I think there's an Xbox sale on right now, and I don't know about PlayStation. S7333V0 says, once did the sub crawl in Glasgow, a night out where you ride the subway and jump off at each station to hit a pub. Well, that seems fun. Why not? I forgot about that subway. I'll have to go ride it when I'm up there, says he, scratching away. 3 Francis says, does this live up to your expectations? Look, it does, because my expectations are probably tempered a little bit because I know what's possible. I know that the community, there was some interesting runs of hype in a few places that I think probably got a bit out of control, and the people who hyped themselves up to massive levels, like there were rumours that there were going to be electrification all the way to Reading, and that was never on the cards. It had been said several times it wasn't going to happen. So anybody that's expecting that will be sad. Anybody else will probably be happy. Especially since it's free. S7 says one of the rules was to go up the escalators backwards, then they shut them down while they saw us coming. Well, yes, it's a centrally controlled loop, so yeah, they would see you coming. Going well, Holy Trucker, hope you are. Sreef says, guys get excited about the new gaming announcement at DTG tonight. Yes, whole new game. And it be announced at 5 AM my time. 5 AM. Don't know if I'm getting up for it, but I've got some content that's going to go live at 5:05, so you'll see my content right after Dovetails. As it says, I think there's a good stream, but when the Flying Scotsman was driven, I started to play Pokemon Pocket as the energy died down a bit, but I was fixated on the stream after the Scotsman. Oh, Steam's fun, but I'm a Steam Engine fireman, so I think Steam Engines are fun. Flying Southern says, for example, the Airport Connect services on this, you need West Coast Mainline South Houston to Milton Keynes. Yes, you do. Capepe says, Xbox sale it is. I should have a look at the sale, actually, because I don't really know how good it is. So if I just get into the Xbox.com store, I should be able to have a look. Because I want to get some stuff for my Xbox, because I don't have all the routes on the Xbox. If we look at Train Sim World, there we go. Train Sim World 6. Yeah, you can still buy Train Sim World 5. We'll take this train over in a moment. Peninsula Corridor, $15. Oh, that's pretty good. $8 for the MP15. $22 for Thomas and Friends. Yeah. $16 for the cross country, $2.20. All right. Get out. All right, let's set this thing up properly instead of his way. Hey, I want to be in the chair. Now, it's master keys unlocked. Reverser is in neutral, so we want forwards. And headlights? Headlights should be right already, shouldn't they? Are they right? Yep, they're fine. Okay, can you open? Oh, that's right, you can't open the windows in these. Safety systems are on. GSMR is lit up. Can't do much with it, but you know, usual. Wait until 10:39. We were early. What? It would appear I have control. Oh, we forgot to look round the station. It is a green signal, isn't it? Twyford. Which in my videos I quite happily call Twyford. Do you know, this is a special kind of person that goes and stands right in front of someone. Say, hey, look at my ass, man. What do you think? Are you enjoying the remaster? What's wrong with your legs? What is going on? On that angle, they're okay. Now, let's not look at that. That's disturbing. Gav says you wanted the NTP route. I do indeed. Has to be the 7th version of the fishing game. 3 says it's still set in 2015. That's not changed. G-Bro started working on the 2026 timetable for East Coastway. Quite convenient now we're getting a remaster. Indeed. I'm looking forward to that one, actually. I like East Coastway, but it's always been a bit ho-hum. I think it got good potential. Andy's using PlayStation. He thinks there is a sale. That's fantastic. Sales on everything at the same time is so unusual. Real Lord Vactron says, I can't wait to see the new Thomas the Tank Engine game. Nice speculation there, Mr. Vectron. Sreeve says it's set in 2015. Holy Trucker says it has to be the 7th version of fishing. I talked about that. Gav says you want it. I went backwards, now going forwards through the same comments. If you manage to ride the Ayrshire line out to Largs or Arderson, let me know. I'll buy you a brew. Cool. We shall see. We haven't really planned everything out as yet. It's racing 166s. That was kind of cool. Off to Maidenhead. Jumbo Train says, do you get this for free if you already own it? Yes, you do. So you need to own the routes that the trains come from to see everything, but that won't impact your play because the core play uses the original Great Western trains. So this is free, this update. As it says, Peak Railway is $8.99. That never goes on sale. Pick it up. Peak's actually a very good route. I know it didn't get a great rap when it came out. It didn't sell all that well. But it's a really good route. It's got the best scenarios. They were the trial scenarios for Thomas. So things like the Steam Gala, excellent. The pick up goods scenario is probably my favourite scenario in the game. It's really good. And it leaves you alone a little bit. You can kind of do stuff at your own pace in that one. Steam sale, well, there's always a Steam sale at this time of year with Festival of Rail. So yeah, Festival of Rail starts tomorrow, so I expect it to start with that. There is a 66 with some aggregates. We'll see military stuff as well, depending on the time of day. Jumbo says, tell me GW from on the line, does that mean you get for free? Can someone tell me? Yes, you get this for free. Like I said, you do need to own the other routes that the trains come from. We'll have another look at the layers when we finish this service, because we did that at the start, but we'll do it again. iBoxed says, what do you think the new game will be today? I'm not going to speculate. But, you know, everybody in the chat is absolutely welcome to. Holy Trucker says fishing. Gav says very shiny. Jumbo Train says if you only own the original, would you get the updated version? Yes. Yes, you will, Jumbo Train. As long as you're in Train Sim World 6. I must make that really clear, actually. The update only comes to Train Sim World 6. It does not come to the older versions. So you do need Train Sim World 6. It's very important. Fortunately, it's on sale if you don't have it. I mean, you should have got it when it was free. And you could have. But, you know, it's on sale, so it'll be fine. Julie Perkins, hello to you. Sreeve says, Jumbo, the original GW route's been remastered. If you own the original route, you'll get the update free tomorrow at 10 AM UTC, which is about 6 PM for the no, sorry, it's not 6 PM, it's 9 PM for the Aussies. If you are on PC and you want to keep the original, copy the pack file away from your folders now, because the pack file will get replaced and you will not be able to get hold of the old one after that. The other way you can get it back is install Train Sim World 5 and pull it out of that, because that will actually work in 6. So if you want to have it so you can check them side by side, you'll need to do that. Jumbo asks, what happens if you don't have everything? You'll still be able to play. The remaster will come to you. All of the GWR trains will still be here. The HSTs, the 166s, all the core ones for the route. So anything you own will make it more livable and more busy. Sri says, if you come to Scotland, message me. Well, funnily enough, we are coming to Scotland in the first week of our holiday. Coming up on the Caledonian. Oops, I'm being a bit naughty. In fact, I'm being a lot naughty because we want to stop here and I'm doing 80 miles an hour. We'll be okay, honest. Jumbo says, if you don't have everything, does that mean you have to pay for it? If you want to get the other sources of traffic, then yes, you need to buy those, but not the upgrade. The upgrade is free. So you don't have to go out and buy them all now. You can pick up a thing here or there in a sale if you want to fill out your collection. And you don't have to buy anything. You will get the upgrade for free. The HSTs and the 166s will be there, even if you only own GWE. If that's the only route you've got, those trains will be there. Hawk says, new game confirmed. Well, we know it's a new game. They've said it's a new game. Jumbo says, another Thomas and Friends DLC. Andy says, no Steam sale until the 19th of March. Candace said that Steam have changed the dates this year. I'd be a little bit surprised about that, to be honest with you, Andy, because it happens every year at this time. And Festival of Rail starts tomorrow. Oops, not emergency brake. Duffer. So I would expect for Festival of Rail, I could be wrong, but I would expect for Festival of Rail that there'll be a sale. Welcome to Maidenhead. Does anybody know why it's called Maidenhead?
Great Western Railway service to London Paddington, calling at...
It's a few little sidings, little branch line chuffing off here. This doesn't go very far, I don't think. And I don't think you can come down here. I think it's only AI. And it ends up there somewhere. Andy says that will be the spring sale. Yeah, I would think so. Andy says those are for Steam store-wide sales. Dev publishers do their own separate sales. Yeah, I'm expecting one for Festival of Rail, because we've always had a sale for Festival of Rail.
Great Western Railway service to London Paddington.
Vectron says, what's the name of the pack file? Great Western something? I'll have to look in TSW5, because of course my TSW6 is already overwritten, but let me go and have a look while this slowly accelerates. Train Sim World, I haven't got 5 installed. I've got 4 installed though, that'll be the same. Plugin, no, I want content, packs. Of course I don't actually have it installed, do I? No. Oh, hang on, yes I do. Do I? Great Western Blue is the diesels. No, I haven't got it installed on that one. I'll find it and I will let you know on my Discord later. Let's accelerate to Slough. With our smoky little GWR beast. Look, proper wheels. Do you know that the Unreal Game Engine does not actually have a way to make wheels go round? They had to build it for Train Sim World. Isn't that funny? Great Western Blue, I think, is Diesel Legends. Gav says it will be for Gen 8 and Gen 9. Yes. Yes, I think Gen 8. Yes, I believe so. You can have, not at the same time, you'll have to swap them in and out. Am I stopping here? No, it's alright. Relax. Tableau. Nice detail on the bridge. Purple chairs. Good stuff. We've managed the heady speed of 73 miles an hour. Paddington Reading Pack. Is that it? Let me have a look. Let me have a quick look. Yeah, I haven't actually got it installed in TSW4. Maybe I've got it installed in TSW3, because I have got that installed. Let's have a look. I have lots of versions installed, because people love saying things like, oh, it worked better in this version. And I go, did it really? Actually, I don't have 3 installed. Maybe I've got 2 installed. I'm not stopping here. It's okay. Let's try in 2. I don't have many DLCs installed in these. No, 2's not actually installed properly. Let's have a look on C in the old Steam library. See if it's in here. No. Alright, let's go for Train Sim World 6. And I better start slowing down for Slough just a little bit. I'm silly actually. Why don't I just look in Train Sim World 6? It'll be the same name. Let me get your link. No, I don't have one called Paddington Reading. Let's sort by modified date. TSW2 Paddington Reading, that's what it is. There we go. Hello, Rails. That's the name of the pack file if you want to save it, people on PC. So you can copy it in and out. Lord says a copy of the whole factor of the NAS. Alpha Light West Arrest Somerset. Just trying to get back to the chat because it scrolled away.
We are now approaching.
Jason Andy said, Paul, when you stole the train at the station after Reading a while ago, I know, you said, get off my train. It might have been saying, yes, that was a good film actually, that one. Alpha Star says, I recently tried the West Somerset, like the slow-paced countryside run on the single line. And there's more routes like that. Not Maintalbarn, Mittenwald Barn. And the other one, Niddertal Barn. They're like that. They're faster. The coastal part of West Coast Local is like that too. West Cornwall Local, sorry. Welcome to sunny Slough.
This is Slough Order 10 Great Western Railway service to London Paddington.
I'd want to sit up there. I'd be sad if you couldn't actually get up there. Here's the Timu Express delivery company.
Please also note that in the interests of safety,
And it's in the
skateboarding and rollerblading,
edited version where some of the roofs are gone. I noticed that a lot in the UK, that the infrastructure to hold roofs up is still there, but the roofs themselves are gone in a lot of the stations. There we go. There is Slough. Yeah, only 4 gig, mate. That's all. Not a problem. Off to Langley, home of the CIA. The Confused Inference Service. Yeah, so it is the only heritage one, but Littleshall and Mittenwald Barn have a very similar feel to the West Somerset. Single line, slow pace. Actually, no, there's 2 other heritage railways in TSW. A little bit of them. There's the one at Paynton and the one at, what's the name of the station at the other end of the route? On Riviera? I always forget what the station name's called. But that's got quite a bit of that railway. It's not very well scenic, but you can get onto it if you try hard enough. Rails is back in the US. Well, there you go. You survived. We can preserve TSW2 history. You can always just install TSW2 as well if you want to. I've got 2020 installed. I've got Heavy Haul installed too. Heavy Haul, I've got the Xbox version because you can still buy it. Storage is cheap, says Real Lord Vectron. When I was rendering a video today, Caden popped up and said, your storage is limited. You only have 1.7 terabytes available. And I'm thinking, how is that limited? I mean, yes, it's limited, but it's a lot. It's not as I'm going to render a feature film or something. I did actually want to buy some more SSD storage to complement the NVMe stuff I've got. I wanted to buy some more slower storage. Not as slow as spinning Rust, but slower. And I'm actually seriously thinking about getting my spinning Rust drives and plugging them back in. Because, SSDs have gone crazy. I used to get about a 4 terabyte SSD for $200. Now they're like 1,000. Mental. Crisp Creaming is what platform we're playing on. PC. Because I can't do early access on the Xbox. I can play it on Xbox tomorrow. Sandpatch Grade Beta 2016, says Shreves. Alright, you win that one. May have slightly messed up the braking here. Just a little bit. But it'll be fine. Here, look, just don't watch. Don't watch. How many doors will we have on the platform? Shall we look? Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Great Western
One door.
Service,
Perfect.
London Paddington, Pauling
Doesn't get better than that.
Fibre, West Drayton, Hayes, Southall, Ealing Broadway, and London Paddington.
For your safety,
Reminds me of a
please
big
be
country
aware
house, that
some
place.
Platforms at this station have no or only partial tactile paving on the platform edge. Once
Don't
the
fall
train
off.
arrives, please mind the step from the platform.
I've never seen them
onto
looking
the
up
train.
before. Hey, do you know something I noticed the other day that I had literally never noticed before? All of the NPCs that are passengers have brown eyes, and the drivers have blue eyes. I don't know. T's is pretty slow. NTP's a bit slow too, really. Even the bottom end of East Coastway is a bit slow. Holy Trucker said UK is trying to destroy Steam. That's all our games at risk now. Yeah, I had actually heard that. There's a couple of countries doing that. France is doing it too. I think it's one of those things that, you know, it's okay to be successful, but when you're too successful, the government will smash you because you're bigger than the government. Rails, no politics, please. Jumbo says, can you connect it to the Pacer? I don't know. A couple has this got. I don't think the Pacer has that coupler, so probably not. But you can run a Pacer on here if you want to. Train Chaser Andy, have 5 gig on your laptop. Ooh, yeah, get a bit more space, mate. Windows is going to crack the sads there. That's only my C drive, Real Lord Vectron. There's 16 terabytes of SSD storage in this thing. 12 of that is NVMe 4, and the rest of it's plug-in SSDs. And there's still, I think, 20 terabytes of spinning Rust just sitting in the case doing nothing, not plugged in. Holy Truckers, get me out there. Farewell Pack is going to be an expensive liveries pack, technically. I think it'll be a cheap liveries pack, actually, with scenarios. So don't forget you're getting more services and scenarios. You're not just getting trades for your money, but I think it's not going to be expensive. Kapepi says the Morecambe branch and the Blackpool North and Ormskirk branches are quite slow. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Blackpool North's probably faster than that. Ormskirk's probably closer. Chain Tracer Andy says 2 gig. Alpha says, thanks, I'll get the Nidital Barn on the Steam sale. I like Nidital Barn. I think I kind of like Nidital Barn and Mittenwell Barn. I think I like Mittenwell Barn a little bit more. And I think I started to like that when I started running over cows. I do have all the layers installed except for the HST Farewell Pack because I have not got that as yet. Real Lord Vectron says even Rust Discs Acrea paid $580 for 16 terabyte NAS drive in March. Just paid $575 for the same drives used with 20 hours of runtime. New is now $800. Yeah, it's kind of silly, isn't it? I didn't think about it because about 2 years ago, work upgraded from a spinning Rust NAS to a all SSD NAS, and we went from a full height rack to a 4RU cabinet, so about that high, and all SSDs. And I didn't think about it because every one of those spinning Rust drives in the NAS had a 2 terabyte SSD bolted to the top of it for cache, and I should have rated the bloody thing before it went off to the recyclers. Didn't even think about it. Flying Southerner says, Synology Insight sent you an email to say that your NAS was low on storage. And check and you find you have a terabyte. Like, yeah, whatever. Yep. It was a Natalie stop, Gav. Andy says, no, the HMCT drivers are in the Metro Tunnel and they actually has to drive. Yeah, the other ones get to go for a free ride. Well, if you want a clue, every station where the gates have been put in, if the gates are open, that means there's collectibles out there somewhere. If the gates are closed, there aren't. There you go. Clue. Flying Southerner, Synology is way over the top with their notifications. I changed out the storage to remind me with 5% remaining. You might want a little bit more than that because that 5% you might start to struggle for your temporary storage. Depending on how big your storage is, of course. Wow, this accelerates slowly. It's good proper smoke. Some nice ferns. Some singing rails. It's nice that it gets quieter until the DSD ruins it. West Street and next stop. Vectron says they just want to tax Steam. Yeah, basically. Can I have some of your drives? Well, I've got stuff on them. Because, you know, I am a photographer. I have lots of photos and videos. Loads. Shreve says some of the Austrian mountain railways like Arosa. Yeah. I think most people who pick up a Rosa today are a little bit disappointed with it because of the scenery. They're used to the modern scenery. Actually, what's that? The Austrian ones, Semmeringbahn? That's pretty slow too. That one looks nice. The other River Mountain one, the one that goes up to the lake instead of going all the way to St. Moritz, that's alright too. Or am I thinking of Transim Classic? Maybe I'm not thinking of Transim World. Benina. Is that in Transim World? Benina Lini? Yeah, emergency. Good plan.
Great Western Railway service to Reading.
All blocked up. Your bag's bigger, mate. Just saying. I'm sure I just saw one walk through the wall. Yep. Pop. Wizards, I tell you. Wizards. I wish it moved. My doors aren't open, it's optimization. It just hasn't drawn them closed yet because I'm too far away. When the first remaster video came out, people were saying, oh, there's a bug, the doors stay open. It's like, have you never watched a train from a distance? They're always like that. Be our logo, you reckon? Where was the BR logo? Don't see it. Or is it up there? Oh, there we go. That one. And the information board. Hayes and Harlington, the next stop. Yeah, Benina, that's the one. Rails, there's tons of rail fanning to catch up on in Chicago. Capepe says, see you, I'm out in the cold air later today. Good luck with that, mate. Vectron says we'll win the lotto. I'm buying all Flash SSD. Train Chaser Andy says I got disappointed. I got a Rosa and I got it like 3 years ago. I think if you don't watch too much and just look at the local scenery just around you, it's okay. But as soon as you start looking at the mountains, it's a bit yuck. Rails wants to know what is my favourite US passenger diesel. I don't know. I don't really know. My favourite US diesel is the SD42 for no readily apparent reason. I just like it. Shreve says, can you tell how much better routes are now compared to 4 or 5 years ago? Yeah, oh, hell yeah. But the trouble is that has led to the blurry textures, so all the increased detail that we've got. we have to pay the price somewhere. YouTube says now would be a good time to insert ads. No. We've got 50 people watching. That's cool. And we've had 643 views on the shorts feed. That's all right. Kapepi says Benina is now on TSW, has announcements in 3 languages. Ooh, I thought it was in TSW. I should go and drive it. I clearly haven't for a while. We should hear an announcement shortly for this one. Holy Trucker says worst UK route and German route. Worst German.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform, and take care when stepping down from the train.
It was Colinaken, but that kind of got fixed when the timetable got put in. I'll have to think about that. Oh, actually, I know. It's the big long one. The one with all the bridges and tunnels. That's just boring. You spend most of the time on LZB, you're not actually driving. All you're doing is sitting there whacking the cipher button every now and again. It's really boring. Worst UK route. I'm going to have to go with West Cornwall Local for the worst UK route. The inland bit of it's okay, and the beach on the main line's okay, but the branch line's horrible. Rail says the SD40-2 is one of your favourite US freight details, very underrated. They're good machines, the SD40 series. Shreve says hopefully they update the blurry textures in next week's roadmap. Well, I know there's some work being done, so we will hopefully get some results of that on our own machines in the not too distant future, I hope. Not preempting anything, because I have not been told anything, but that's just my hope. Holy Trucker says, I've seen some streamers have a little window in the corner that does ads. I don't mind those ones because I don't miss the action. Oh, they're running their own ads, and that's one of the quickest ways to get kicked off YouTube. Twitch allows it, but YouTube doesn't. They are bringing out a picture-in-picture thing for YouTube that will be an official thing, so I don't know that I'd turn them on. I think they'd still be disruptive because they've got sound. Another little 166. We're back in the electrified area now. We'll drive something electric for the next run. Hello, Ratifus. Welcome. Eating some lamb chops. Nice. Chain Tracer Andy says, in the NA, what's the sweet spot in the firebox that fires the best, or is it too small to really get a spot? In the NAs, it's more where you don't put coal. You don't put coal down the front. You can't have any more than about 3 inches of coal in the front or you're dead. It's just on the pressure gauge. The back loves coal, not so much down the front. They just don't draft well enough to have a full fire in the box everywhere. Rail says West Coast local sucks. West Cornwall local sucks, sorry. Hannah says, hello lovely people. Hello lovely Hannah. Welcome along. That's not my red signal, I don't think. No, good. Yay. Vectron says, have we seen the HST suspension? I want to see the bouncy springs. Well, you can feel this does. It's bouncing away, so HST will have to get one moving slowly for that, I guess. Southall next stop. We are not too far back in the end of the service. Southerner says, my plan for Friday, wait for an update my game, pre-cache and then record stuff, edit and publish. Yeah, go for it. My caching method is I board an AI train and I sit there like this on the 3 camera and I do it once that way, and that pre-caches everything. And if you get really paranoid, you can do it once that way in the day and then once that way at night. But, you know, at night you don't really see the status very much, so I don't bother. Rail says, I think SD42s have really good horns. Well, it depends on the operator, I suppose. I may have left this a little late. Let's go for a full emergency stop, shall we? Let's not watch. Let's see what happens.
Office of Security and Safety Management.
We'll look up here at the station and go, ooh, pretty. It's got nice weathering on it. And you can see it is properly optimized because it's got low resolution textures when you get up close. Which I don't mind at all, to be honest, because...
Platform 4.
How did I get slammed up here by a passenger?
Great Western
Up on the
Railway
roof.
service to London
Ooh, it stopped in the
Paddington,
platform.
Calling at Ealing Broadway and London Paddington.
Anybody know what language that is? I'm going to take a screenshot of that. I want to try and translate it. Where's my phone gone? I don't know where my phone is. I think I left my phone on the dinner table. Oh well, I'll grab a screenshot. I'll translate it later. There we go. Sreeve says on Twitch you need to subscribe to not have ads. Indeed. And in YouTube you have to have YouTube Premium to not have ads. Benjamin's brain in the jar says YouTube Premium for the win. Hello Benjamin, how are you? There's a podcast episode for Right Way, Wrong Way Railway with Benjamin out at the Didcot Rail Centre if you haven't seen it. While that's busy accelerating, let's slide over here. There is a little gronk. I haven't tried to drive this, but I don't see any reason why you couldn't. It's sitting there making quite ticking noises to itself. And sitting up here is a coach that is parked for the cruise, I suppose. Restaurant buffet car. Good to have your lunch. And here's the depot that's open. We've got our... Ooh. Jigglypuff. We'll just pretend we didn't see that. No, we won't. I'll report that later. It's a coach sitting in here being worked on by the looks of it. There's little Easter eggs around the place that are worth exploring for. I've seen lots of trains in there, but clearly not right now. There's a few over here. A few mixed things. Ealing Broadway, next stop. Ealing Broadway? Crazy XX. Well, I can tell you what Lord Vectron thinks the new game is. Alpha, I don't mind the 185 actually, the MRCE one. It's the it only hates me a little bit. It's the 101 that truly hates me. And the ICE 406 absolutely hates me as well. Screenshot and DSD at the same time. I almost panicked then. I thought I had to stop at the station, but I do not. It's okay, don't panic. See, I like putting all these Steam screenshots up while I'm cruising along. Because people go, how did you get that? Hannah's least favourite German route is rapid transit. Desperately needs more layers. I've always found rapid transit to be kind of fun, I suppose, but I like a commuter route, so I get why it appeals to me. Rails doesn't like CSX variants because they overuse K5 LAs. They're a loud horn. Flying Southerner said is that the FGW logo I see there. Am I supposed to stop here? No, it's okay. Next stop. Ealing Broadway. Where are you seeing an FGW logo? Not in here, I don't think. Ooh, it's got a wire through it. Nice. It's from the Punjab region from India. Cool. I guess it must be a large Indian population there. Weirdly, for an Australian summer, it's actually getting cold in here. I'm going to put on my fluffy boots. Wait, you. Look at me actually braking where I'm supposed to. Shall we explore the underground stock? Silly question. Of course we will. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
11:20. Great Western Railway service to London Paddington. Calling at London Paddington.
Hello. Hi.
Aware that some platforms at this station have no or only partial tactile paving.
Squeeze. No, no, can't get out there. Her boobs are in the way.
Please mind the step from the platform onto the train.
And over here we have the Island Line stock. Actually, what does it say on the front? Nothing. Oh, I can't go in there. Had to be done, didn't it? That's a big cone. The remaster is finished. KYW. Yeah, I do love the Ice 3M. It's such a delightful machine. Ratty says, think it's Hindi, but it could be Urdu. It translated to Southall. Okay. Well done, Flying Southerner and Gav. Alpha says the script is called Guru Mukhi at Origination Punjab. Flying Southerner was putting my London travel card in my wallet when I grabbed it. Turns out I also had one this last time I went up. Fair enough. Hello, Mark Moss. Welcome along. Thanks for joining in. We will have the remaster out to everybody. 10 AM UTC, all platforms tomorrow. Of course, it may take a little while to actually get to you and download and things like that, but it will be available from 10. Holy Trucker says military does not share this timetable. Yes, it does. You will see them occasionally. Is it Class 484? Yes, it is. Flying Southerner says the classic underground whistle. Love it. Holy Trucker says, are they drivable too? Yes, they are. We will do that. The 484 is from Island Line, 2022 release. There's 2 Island Lines. Shreve says this is releasing 10 AM UTC tomorrow. Yes, is correct. Train says, oh, that route air. Grumpy Englishman, enjoy the rest of the stream. See you later, mate. Flying Southerner says, holy trucker, the underground services are playable. We will do one. Oh, we're stopping at a signal. Okay. Oh yeah, Acton Main. I find it bizarre that there's a station called Acton Main Line, but there you go. We will run an underground one. I might even guard it for you. I guarded some 166 ones. They're actually kind of fun. If you get one that's got passengers, they're fun. If you get one that hasn't got passengers, they're kind of boring. You just sit there staring out the window. So what are people thinking so far? Might do a little poll while this thing's still accelerating. Probably want to stop accelerating while I do this. Signal SN36. What a delightful place to stop. Southerners likes the remaster. Liam's put a lot of work into it. Yeah, we should thank the guy, actually, because, you know, he did most of this on his own time. And a few of the other team members helped out. I don't know if that was on their own time or if they were paid to jump in or not. But, yeah, the vast majority of this is literally one person. So, you know, kudos to the guy. Good work. When you watch my side-by-side video, I assume you will, there's an HST run from Reading into Paddington, and it's just striking the difference between the two. It's quite amazing. Ratifus says Acton has lots of stations, got to call them something. Yeah, indeed. Real Lord Vectron says keen for it, bit miffed they don't have my flexi levers yet. The TSCX support for the HST was pretty mid when I was playing with it earlier this evening. No, mine's been going okay. But I use, I think it's throttle and single brake, something like that. I just use that all the time. Let me look, actually. I'll tell you what I use. I hardly ever change it, except for steam engines. It is throttle and brake. That's the one I use. Vectron says keen for... Oh, so that Gav says Liam and Reese have done a lot of work. Indeed. Molly Trucker, the route will be back up to $57 tomorrow. I don't think so. Alpha says overall it looks very nice. I will be very curious to see how it goes on consoles, but there is you can see there's optimized textures around the place, so I'm hopeful that it will be alright. I'll find out myself tomorrow. If I've got GWE on the Xbox X, I'm not sure. As we roll in past the construction. I think this bit's always been here. This was HS1, wasn't it? Can't even drink a cup of tea in peace. I don't know. David says, I'm just going to enjoy the remastered route on Friday and drive the trains. Excellent. Alpha says, I also like the fact they added the 802 test runs. Yeah, there's 4 services. 2 are really short, and there's a couple of longer ones. There's some underground stock. Oh yeah, I forgot, they hoot. Holy Trucker says, I doubt this will be as cheap as what they usually sell this route for. It'll be top tier pricing. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens, actually. Yeah, we have gone yellow. I still have to stop here, though, just to clear the instruction. Wow, this would be an uncomfortable stop if that signal was red. Yeah, it's pretty close. Yeah, thanks, Andy. You just got it. You'll let me know if I don't have it. I'm not actually sure if I've got it on Xbox or not, to be honest. I'll have to take a look. Richie Rail, hello to you. Holy Trucker says better rip out all your mods. Yeah, that's true actually. If you've got... I would actually take out all of your mods until you know it's happy. Every time you get a new DLC or an update to a DLC, dump all your mods for a few days and bring them back in a few at a time so that you don't experience issues. We must be stopping partway down the platform. Because we have a little red. We can go through the little red and the shunter signal here, apparently. Yes, Maccas do love Richie, clearly. Oh, there's another one down there. I wonder if I have to couple to it. I haven't tried that before. That'd be new. How are you doing, Mr. Richie? Richie the Penguin Wrangler? We are going to be coupling. Nice. Hello, Mazda. Richie clearly loves it. But you know, Richie's a dovetail shill. Let's get these people out and then we'll couple up to that one. We won't race around Paddo because we've had a look at Paddo before. There's the Heathrow train. Its PIS appears to work mostly. Slightly missing H. Almost 60 people in and 800 views on the shorts. That's amazing. Andy says, is that a Thames train livery 165? I think that's what the orange is meant to be. It's the Heathrow Connect thing. Wait until 11:33. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you haven't got out yet, too late. It just occurred to me I don't even know how to couple these apart from ram them into each other. Shreve says Macca's in Australia versus Mackey's in UK. Oh, ours has got real burgers. Not just the standard Mac crap. They've got Mac crap, but they've got good Mac crap too. I just realised it's 11 PM. We've been doing this for a while. Clearly enjoying it. Cup. Oh, is that it? It's done it. Okay, I don't have to press anything. Good stuff. All right, let's go and jump in a one of the X Island Line trains. Richie says the biggest shield. DTG never make mistakes and do anything bad. Chain Tracer Andy says in Rail ACAB we watched the film made in the 70s about signals and interlocking, how they progressed over 150 years time of railways. There's actually some really good stuff on YouTube for the old things. Is that the 802 services? What are we doing in there? It is the 802 services. But anyway, let's go and do one of these. It does show Island Line here and Isle of Wight, but then when you get it, it turns up properly. So, old goat, there must be something. We probably want one during the day, don't we? They're all pretty short, sadly. Oh, we'll even leave dynamic weather on. We'll be brave. Yeah, it's the 350 from West Coast Mainline South. There's nothing from Birmingham to Crewe on here. The older one, yes. Ram the train and press the couple button. Uh-oh, I picked a nighttime one. Damn it. Well, alright, we'll have a look at it at night. That's fine. I actually think I have to do the safety systems by hand in this. Yeah. The shortcut keys don't work in this thing. You have to do them all by hand. Which is a bit sad, but you know. Spotlight. Cab heater, headlights are on day. We actually want them on night, don't we? Night and instrument lights. There we go. We'll do a daytime one as well. Oh, there's 47s all over the place, Foggy style. Oh, that's right, it doesn't work with this thing. I have to use my keyboard because it doesn't actually work with RailDriver. Oh, we haven't got saloon lights on. Hang on. I can't take them out in the dark. Right. That's better, the lights are on now. Now, I rode these things a lot on the Isle of Wight when I was there last year, and I've got to say the sound is spot on. What did I miss? That's not very nice, he says. Foggy Styles at 47. Rail says, man, I can't wait to go home. Bro, should be grandkids, you're like 70. Not quite, mate. Not quite. Besides, I'm not going to have any grandkids. Slight overshoot. We'll ignore it. Right away says, good morning. The student says at 1 PM out of 10, Paul. Score out of 10? I reckon this is probably about high 8s to a 9 and a bit. Somewhere around there. I have found a couple of little things I don't like here and there, but by and large, it's bloody awesome. I think that one's mine, isn't it? Yep. Lots of the trains honk at whistleboards. I forgot how steep that was. Gav says passengers can pay extra for no lighting as you cut funding. Sounds like a plan. London Underground. Travel in the dark. It's to make you easier targets for the pickpockets. Actually, I suppose this makes you harder a target, really, because they can't pickpocket you if they can't find you. Gotta say hello to your mates. So the night lighting that I've seen so far, and I haven't seen all of it, is pretty nice. Don't spad, don't spad, don't spad, don't spad. Yes! Train Chaser Andy says, aren't you firing tomorrow's train? I'm firing on Saturday afternoon. I'm not normally there tomorrow. I'm normally there the week after. I'm on the 7th and the 13th and the 27th are my regular days. But this time round, I am firing on Saturday afternoon because someone else can't, so I am. Having had someone do that for me last week, I'm doing that for someone else this week. There we go. We shall do another one of those, but let's do a daytime one this time. Chevy 5-speed, hello, how are you? Welcome along. Show Banter says, why aren't you getting grandkids? Ask my kids. They'll tell you, I'm sure. Right away says, good stuff. Can't wait for this myself. Got to assume someone in the community will give the Blues Brothers the FGW branding. Oh, I'm sure they will. They probably already have. They probably already have. 65 in. Thank you very much for watching. 875 on the shorts feed, which is quite staggering, actually. Let's run one a little later in the day. We'll go the other way. We did Aldgate to Hammersmith, so we do. Let's go a bit later, just so it's lit. Hammersmith to Barking. That should work. Go. That would be an elephant. That's better. Right. Let's get some instrument lights happening and some doors and a reverser and some safety systems. We should guard one of these too, shouldn't we? Actually, no, there's no guarding in the underground ones. We guard a 166, we'll do that. Wait until 7:25. No windows in this one, sadly. That's better. Well, I'm not working tomorrow, so, you know. I do have to drop the other half off at work tomorrow, though. I don't think I'll ever put it up because it would probably get the guys in trouble, but I've got a video of me actually guarding one of these on the island line. I got to chatting to the guard and he said, I've seen you on so many of the trips, you must know what to do, so you can do it. It's like, cool. like the way they jiggle over the points. And you know what that means? We need to get on an 8 cam because I think... Oh no, I was hoping that was Scotty, but it's not. Conductor on the 43. I'll do one on the 166 first. Or part of one, and then we can switch over. I haven't actually done it on the 43, to be honest. So we'll see what to do. We'll try and work it out. Train Trace Andy says, I'm doing work experience mid-year. Does PBR offer anything? Not for people under 18, no. Metro does, though. Get onto Metro. Olaf would like to see the gameplay. We can do that. Right away says, there's point Richie may as well see as well. Mix arriving tomorrow. Going to dip my toes into TS content creation, only with a twist. Oh, go for it, mate. Go for it.
This is a security announcement. Connecting passengers to the
Michael Lee, hello. To see up 2026, look old 2015, CTW1. Nearly. Chain Trace, Andrew, Metro and Beeline, I know. I think some freight does. SSR might. They're a little less up themselves than a lot of freight people. Right away says, well, it's a little bit buggered, as you may well know, and TS often calms me, so it's going to be TS gameplay with a chill voiceover talking about mental health and generally spreading hope. Yeah, good idea. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. All right, let's go and do a guard run. Timetable. It's getting to the stage that I have to think about that, what I want to do. Because I am getting a bit tired. It is 11 PM. I've been up since 5 when the cat woke me up. Actually, I don't know if it was the cat woke me up or one of the neighbours, but the cat was there. Certainly took advantage of it. And 166. Pick one that's a bit later. Full hour? No, I don't think so. Let's go that one then. And we'll go a bit later in, so April. So it's bit of light clouds. I'll leave dynamic on. What the hell? Conductor. So we'll do this one. And we'll then we'll try the 43 out. Because I know how to do this one. And we will wake up. There we go. People everywhere. Unlock the local door. Which end am I at? I think this is the back or the front? That would be the front, so I need to go down the back. I mean, I could, on that platform, I could actually do it from there. But normally the guard would do it from the end opposite to the driver. Right, so we want to open the local door. Step out and go, yeah, she's right, mate. No terrorists, nothing's going to explode. Pop back in, open your doors. Red ones. Pop back out. Watch your passengers. Get pushed onto the tracks by them. At some stations, some people will get in, but not all of them. Some of the runs I've actually had tickets to check from the first stop, and other ones not so much. Is this oh, it's only going to stop at Slough. This is probably not a really good example because you're not going to see the ticket stuff happen, but, you know, you get the idea. Hello, Morpheus. Train Show Sandy says SSR does like yard work. I think people at the Long On still do as well. Wait until 6:22. None of you getting off? No, well. There goes another one heading out that way. Almost time. So we'll go back inside. That'll be it. Make sure they close. Oh, now you're coming to walk for the train. You're smart. And all the lights are off, so we can close our local door and buzz the driver. It's pretty much the same thing on this side. Local door there first, then red to open, green or blue one to do it, and then the buzzer on here. Let me check the platform is clear and lock the passenger doors. I've done that. We got a door fault. No, none of the lights are on. Maybe I did it too fast or something. It only cares those first few times when it's teaching you. No, it does sound like it's closing one, doesn't it? I think it's opened them. And now it's happy. Make sure they're closed. Yes, good, okay. That was a bit weird. We won't have anything to do in this trip unless we've got some handbags or something. Because no one got on, which is very sad, of course. Just make sure everybody's alright. You alright, mate? Slough's right in the middle of the route, isn't it? Yeah, I think Slough's about up there somewhere, which means we're going to have to sit here for 20 minutes, but that's pretty boring. So why don't we jump into an HST and try the same thing, and I'll try and figure it out with that. Sound like a plan? Hello, Bovril. Main menu. We'll go and try the 53. Do a Greenford service, 15 minutes, 4 stops. Good plan, Richie. Let's do that then. I should have read that 5 minutes ago, shouldn't I? Let's try the HST. I haven't actually tried guard mode in an HST, but let's give it a crack. Let's see if you even can. I actually don't know. I can't say I've paid that much attention. There's been so many things to play with. I mean, it sounds weird, I know, to have not paid attention, but there's just so much stuff to play with. Looks like you can. Let's do that one. Temple Meads to London Paddington. So we're going to have to figure out how to open the doors. I have no idea. No clue whatsoever. We'll figure it out. Ooh, first class. Fancy. Train lights. Gotta find a panel. Is this door controls? Guard panel. We probably don't want to unlock this side though, do we? So maybe up the other end there'll be another one of those. Let's try this car. Is there a car here? No, there's not. Ooh, I think I just walked through that. There we go. Unlock door controls. That would be a key. It's a bit badly lit, isn't it? I'm trying to get in close enough. Unlocked a local door. Should have done that first. How do I unlock the local door? Alright, no. Do you have to lean out and do it? Yep. Open the passenger doors. Are they unlocked or not? No. Oh, did I open that side? Oh, I get it. Ha! Well, if you didn't figure out what I just got wrong then, that opens the doors on that side, and that opens the doors on this side. Did I just walk through a pole?
This is a security announcement.
Yep.
Reminding passengers to keep a watchful eye on their luggage and personal belongings at all times. Unattended luggage can cause unnecessary security alerts.
Lock the passenger doors, which would be the blue one, wouldn't it? Yep. Yeah, if we go up there, they'll close. It's a LOD thing. Close this one. Close the window. And buzz. I did lock them. Alright, now I press the buzzer twice. Right, good. Wait for the next stop. Okay. Have you lot not left me any seats? I had a seat before. What happened? Where's my seat gone? You sure you lot are all supposed to be in here? Some of you don't exactly look like first class kind of people. Oh, here we go. How are you? I think the lights either on these people or the lights in the train are on the wrong lighting channel, because there's two lighting channels. One's for outside for environment and one's for inside for people. And they look like this when they're on the wrong channel with glowing hair and too dark complexions. Glad you enjoyed it, Ibby. There we go. So I don't know. Oh, there's another one that's only going to Slough. So we'll jump out and we'll do one of the 166 ones that's got a good... Because we don't really want to just sit here for 20 minutes doing nothing. So we'll go and pick one of those services, the Greenford that Richie suggested, and get on with that. So 88% of you think that the remaster is good. For the ones that didn't vote good, what have we got? Oh, I've got 12 voted dunno. Okay. But for the ones who aren't voting good, what's your thinking? Nothing wrong with not thinking it's good, but what are we going to do? 166, won't we? Oh, let's do this one. We haven't done that colour. And Greenford, you reckon? That one. Oh, I've done that one. London Paddington to Greenford. There we go. Done deal. Leave dynamic weather on because we're conducting. Don't care. Arc 2 says the hair pockets are very shiny. Alpha's got to go. No worries, mate. See you later. Enjoy yourself. Matt, come out of the toilet, Matt. Watch this be the end of the driver's at. Of course it is. This gets quite difficult when you get the units where they're coupled together. I want to open ours first. Then do that one and go outside. Ah, we'll have tickets to check. Nice. Some people got in. Real Lord Vectron says, I think those who said no, it's free and I want to show the support by purchasing it again. Well, you know, you can if you want. Wait until 1748, so let's go for a wander. That's a very big condom. In you get. Come on, hurry up. Don't do it. Don't jump on the tracks. Come on, hurry up. Hurry up. 30 seconds to go. Don't get stuck now. Too slow. Oh, now it says wait till 7:48, so maybe they will get in. 10 seconds, come on, hurry up. Hurry up.
This is a security announcement, reminding passengers to keep a watchful eye on their luggage, personal belongings at all times. Unattended luggage contains unnecessary security alerts.
The next station is Acton Main Line. This is a Great Western Railway service.
Tickets, please. Ah, yeah, all right, mate. Hey, up, hey, you. Ah, yeah, all right. West Ealing. Yeah, all right. You can go play with your fish, mate. Hello. London Paddington to Acton Main Line, sure. Tickets, please. Your hat's pink, did you know that? West Ealing, good-o. Ealing Broadway? Sure. Hey mate, how you doing? Acton Main Line, no problemo. Ticket, thank you. No mate, wrong train, get off. Just go and jump out now. You lot make sure you keep this space for wheelchairs, you hear me? Matt, you in the dunny, Matt? Tickets. Yeah, alright, mate. Wow, there's lots of them. I'm going to have to go back down the other end and open the doors in a minute. Yeah, fine. Have to hurry this up a little bit because they're going to be getting there very soon to Acton Main Line. Who sneezed? Use your bloody handkerchief, mate. What have I got left? 8 more. Nah, get off. Yep. Ah, no, I just did the wrong thing with him. Sorry, mate, you can stay on. It's alright. Yep. Hang on, there's one more. There she is. It's hiding from me. Yep, all good. Alright, wait for the next stop. We will go back down the back and prepare to open the doors again. Because we're not far from it, I don't think. Ooh, dark. There's a cab light in here somewhere. There it is. Wait for the next stop. That's Liam in the dunny. Yeah, could be. I always think it's Matt. As I can't wait for it. Feels a bit similar to West Coast Main Line South, or hopefully it's not blurry. As I just want to mod the blue coaches to FGW livery. Yeah, go for it. See you later, Lord Vectron. Have a good day tomorrow. Sidings. Avoiding tracks. And somewhere down here's our station. It's that one, I think. Yeah. Actually, if I turn off the light, we'll be able to see the outside better, won't we? Shut that door. We can see the outside a bit nicer, even though it's dark. I've had 1,026 views on the short speed. That's amazing. Still got 50 in, 3 hours into the stream. It's pretty good. Or is it 2 hours in? I can't maths. Matt's in one dunny, Liam's in the other, says Gav. Yeah, it could be. I haven't experienced any blurred textures as of, but I generally don't on the PC. The only time I did was I had my, I was trying to make the PC do a little bit too much and I had the screen resolution up really high and it cracked the SADs. But generally not. Michael Lays, to see you on Saturday here. Yep, it'll be Sunday for me, but yes, we will be back on Sunday morning. I haven't actually decided what to stream yet, you know. I don't actually have anything on my board. I'm not sure. I'll have to think about it. Because Wednesday night we'll be continuing the Orient Express because we haven't finished that yet. I don't know if I'll run some of this or if I'll do something else on Sunday. We'll see. We will see. Maybe I'll do Bonita. I haven't done it for so long. Yeah. Maybe I'll run a day in Railroader. I don't know. Find out. Who knows, eh? Alright, we are here. We better get ready to open the doors. Alrighty, local door open. Train doors. Go out and watch. They're very slow doors. Andy lad, hello.
24-hour CCTV recording.
Looking forward to this coming out tomorrow. Here's Harry Potter. I think probably lots of people are. I'll be really curious what people think of it when you get your hands on it. If you find any problems, you can report them in the DTG Discord, or if you let me know and tell me what it is and how to make it happen, I can report it. As it says, I experience it occasionally, mainly with signs on Xbox for PC versions. I'm not sure if it's to do with that version or an Xbox port. No, it shouldn't. It's just about video memory. It's because on the Xbox is more vulnerable to it than the PlayStation, but it does happen on both. Alright, let us close the main doors and make sure they do. What are you looking at? Huh? What are you watching? Mr. Hiding in the dark there? Doors are closed. Close this one and buzz the bloke. And 2 tickets this time. Tickets. Tickets. It's kind of much harder to find just 2 of them. Oh, there they are, both there. Okay. I lied. 5th Feb, Ealing Broadway, no problem. Hello. Yeah, alright. Can't sit in that one. We'll go sit up with the driver till we're approaching the next stop. G'day, Drive. How you doing? Oh, actually, here, look. If I put the light on and you look at the driver, see? Blue eyes. Drivers always have blue eyes. But if we go out here, It'd be hard to tell with him. What about her? Wish there was someone we could sit next to. Brown eyes. Passengers always have brown eyes, drivers have blue eyes. That's how you tell the difference. Isn't that weird? It's pretty weird. As it says, it looks very good. I'm jealous you're playing it right now. Would it make you more jealous if I told you I'd had it for a week? Just to get used to it and give feedback and have a look at it and make content for it. And... See you to tech drive. Gotta pop down the back, mate. Which side is it, do you think? That side. There we go. This train's so old you can actually do this and open the door while the train's moving. Don't fall out. Andy says, I also use the Xbox PC app for this and have no issues with blurry textures. If you are playing on Xbox, you may not be aware, these two obviously are, you actually can get into the Xbox store on the PC and you can install the game on PC and play it on PC. Works fine.
This is a security announcement. Reminding
So if you have an
passengers
Xbox
to keep
and a
watch of
PC,
their luggage.
you can
Personal
play it on both.
belongings at all times. Unattended luggage
As long as you bought it on the
and
Xbox
necessary
store.
security alerts. Platform 4 for the 1759.
As it says, yeah, I probably just need to lower my GPU settings. Signs and things are blurry sometimes. It's the blurry trains that tend to bug people. Let's get the doors shut. And closing, maybe? Did I press the wrong button? I think I did. What is that stopping? What was making all that noise? Oh, the underground train. There we go. Come on, press the button. You know where it is. There you go.
The next station
11 tickets. Wow, busy day.
Great Western Railway service to Leeds.
Hello. Yeah, mate. All good. Oi, whose is this? It'd be yours, wouldn't it? We're stealing today's date. Good. We're stealing. Good. We're stealing. Good. Tickets, please. We're stealing. Great. Hello? No. You need to go into the future, mate. Ah, the sneezy one's here again. Nah, you're in the future as well. Yeah, you're good. 3 more. Oh, yeah, I reckon you'll be good. Hello, Nudnut. Hello, hello.
We are now approaching West Ealing.
Please mind the gap.
Yeah, you're all good.
The platform and take care when
Ah, let's just wander down the back then and wait for the train to come to a stop. We'll open the doors for this last station. As it says, so ethical to go to Xbox or PC when you've already purchased content for it in Xbox. Best move you ever did. No, it's a good thing to do. And the cool thing is, if you want to play Heavy Haul, the original version, you can get it on Xbox. This side.
This is West Ealing. Do not try to board.
Platform 3 for the 1801 Great Western
This is it, I think.
service to Leeds.
And given that it's
Straight and
11:30 here at night, I will probably call the stream quits here. I can see the numbers are starting to drop too, so people are probably off to do other things. So it has been a pleasure to show this to you. Remember, in about 5.5 hours' time, Dovetail will be revealing what the new game is, and about 5.5 hours and 5 minutes after that, I'll put my content up. I won't be awake, but that's okay. Lock the doors, yay! Sounds promising. And that's it for the service. And that's it for the stream, I think. So, Ibby wants to know if it's the best route in TSW. I don't know, it's pretty good. Boys, I won't be able to unsee that. Yep, have fun, folks. So, remember, 5 hours time or so, 5.5 hours, you'll get a reveal on the new game. So, it's on the Dovetail Games channel too, not the Train Sim World channel. So, don't go looking for it there. But you will see my videos prepared with the press content will go up about 5 minutes after Dovetail's announcement. And if I'm awake, great. And if I'm not, probably won't be. All right. Enjoy yourselves. Have fun. And it's been a pleasure. I hope to see you on Sunday. I may stream some of tomorrow too. So I've actually got the day off, but I've got something to do in the morning. I might stream in the afternoon. We'll see how we go. So have fun, folks. Enjoy. And next time. Bye.